Hi guys, I'm Amaya and I'm back with another episode of Talking Dreams with my co-host Alex, and today we have
CPrime100 in the building.
Yay!
We here with it.
Yes, welcome. Thank you for coming. We're just going to start off by talking about your name, how that came about, and all that good stuff.
Alright, so I ain't gonna lie, to be honest, it wasn't like no like wow moment to get my name. It was just like it was me and my cousins. We was in the house and like we was giving each other rap names, and like I forget what she had said my other one was, but she had said mine was CPrime100. So I was just like, all right, cool. I was mad young. Like I wasn't even thinking about rapping or nothing. Like we was just being funny. So then like whenever I did start rapping, I was just like, dang, what am my name gonna be? I just like CPrime100. It was hard, but I made a meaning into it. So it was like C because of my name Cameron, and then prime is to say that I'm always in my prime. Like I'm always gonna be at the top of my game, and 100 is just keeping it 100. So yeah.
Or do you feel like by any point you might shorten the name, or you feel like you're gonna keep the whole name?
I ain't lie. I might change it later on to just prime.
Yeah, wait.
But
see,
like it's mad prime. Like it's Coach Prime. It's prime.
Yeah.
Like Logan Paul drink. So
it's gonna take some time,
I
but
might
once
just
he
keep it.
establish himself, you feel me? We
Yeah,
gonna
like-
get that Instagram with just the prom with the blue check.
We gonna get
Not
the-
paying for that blue check either.
Yeah.
Earn that shit. You feel me?
We gonna get
But
the
like,
prime sponsorship too.
yeah, if you feel me, money moves. Y'all not thinking about money.
Word.
Money
Respectfully.
moves.
Yo, bro, Cam, I ain't gonna lie. It's great having you on here, bro, because, feel me, this is
I'm
one of my
excited.
roommates, 3C, legendary
3C
shit, you feel
legends.
me? But,
3C legends.
first thing I want to ask you about is kind of like your journey as far as like moving back and forth with New York and Maryland, because you were born in Baltimore, then you moved up here and lived in Queens for a little bit, your early childhood. I know we talked about this on the last podcast or last interview we did with Street Connects, and then you kind of went back to Maryland for like middle school, high school type,
Yeah.
and then came back for college in New York. So kind of how was each experience unique throughout your life in different areas?
I ain't gonna lie. Just the fact that like New York and Maryland is like the complete opposites of each other. So all my life I'm going back and forth. Like because I would come up here. Well, I would come up here because I live here. But then I would go down there to see my dad and my grandpa and the rest of my family down there. So like, it wasn't nothing to me because it was only like 3 hours drives. But it was just like, that was just like normal way of living. But like, when I moved to Maryland, it was like my whole life changed. Like, I started talking different. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was bad as shit. So I had to calm down. Like, in Maryland, people mad nice and sweet. And,
Nah,
like, you feel
yeah.
me? Out here, everybody mad,
Aggressive as
mean,
hell.
aggressive. So out there, I'm like, dang, let me cool down a little bit. Then I was around my sisters and shit, around my family. So I was just cooling. But I like it more here because like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm always moving around. I'm always bouncing around. I'm always doing something. So New York just keep me busy.
For sure. So you would, because like I've talked about this with even Five on his podcast, as far as like how the city vibe just keeps, it's like a hustling movement. Everyone's moving. It's not really slow. Like back in like Maryland, things
Yeah, I
can be
was
a little
feeling
slower.
stagnant in Maryland. Like I was feeling like, all right, gotta do something somewhere. Like,
What would you say is some like key observations maybe you've even made from like when living here in New York, from when you was a kid in Queens to like living in New York now? Like, were there any significant differences in New York?
I mean, it's a lot, but the main, I don't know, like, not. I probably didn't notice it like as much as at the time, cause you feel me. Like I wasn't worried about where I was at. I was just worried about who I was with. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like,
Word.
as long as I was with my people, so I wasn't really thinking about nothing else at the time. But like, I guess just the way like life moved fast out here. Like everything is fast out here.
Word.
And you feel me? Like, it's like everything is. I don't know how the way to put it. Like life just come out you fast out here. Like you feel like you chilling in Maryland. Like you could settle down. Like finally kick back.
So what's one thing that you like about here, and what's one thing that you don't like, or that's not your favorite thing?
One thing I don't like here. I'm not gonna hate on because there's a lot. If you
Nah,
live in
yeah,
New
I'm
York, it's
listening.
a
I'm
lot
listening
of-
very
It's
closely.
okay.
What you
It's
about to
okay.
say?
I ain't
Go
gonna
ahead. Say it.
What do I hate the most? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, what's one thing? Like,
It's not really much things you can hate about New York. You
It's
feel
like-
me? Shout out us.
I
You
know,
dig?
like,
Like the food,
It's-
transportation.
Transportation is one thing I love here. Though. Like I ain't gonna, that'll probably be the one thing I love, like the public transportation. Cause like in Maryland, if you don't got a car, you right there, you staying wherever you at. Like, you could go to all 5 boroughs on the train. Like,
Facts.
like you could go to all, like you really be outside, like whatever. And like it's just inspiring in New York. But I guess I don't like the rats. Like that's probably.
Yep. Agree 1,000%.
I get it.
Like you get used to it, but it's like you never used to it.
I'm about to say I ain't never used to that. I could see, bro. They be popping up right in front of me now. They're getting more bold by the day. I swear to God.
That's the, New York
Every
animals is all
day.
bold. Like, bro, no animal nowhere else act like an animal in New York. Like they'll walk up on you, take your food out your hand, all type of stuff. I'm telling you, bro.
No cap. So this last year has been very busy for you in your music career and shit. So we could talk more about the major milestones you've had. Because first off, like the first month I met you, we went to Rolling Loud and we're part of ASAP Rocky set. How was that like?
Nah, we was lit. That's the first time. I ain't gonna lie. ASAP, nah, he not the first rapper, like big rapper I met, but he's one of the first. But that week, that's like I tapped in with him. His crew got it on video and all that. I tapped in. I was talking to him. He had me freestyle. We was freestyling with him. Everybody came over there. He was like, I was telling him, because I was like telling him I'm a producer all the time. Like, I just started rapping and shit. He like, nah, but your raps is hard. I was like, yeah. ASAP told me my shit hard. Why would I stop rapping?
Exactly.
Nah, facts.
Then we was lit at Rolling. I ain't gonna lie. Rolling Loud was crazy. It was lit. We was on stage lit. Had the crowd going up. Glorilla was there. He was there ASAP. The whole mob, like all that. It was lit.
No doubt. And then just like from me seeing your evolution as an artist, like one of the first ones I heard from you was High Status and off rip.
Right, and I literally made that. I think that was the week before we went.
Yeah, facts.
I don't know. It was just life. Like life was just good. I don't know. I made the beat, and like I got the idea of the song. And it just like how life felt was how that song it feels like.
High Status.
High Status.
No doubt. Talk. And then just
first time going to Rolling Loud was being the act.
Literally.
Like literally.
Was that one of your first like concerts you ever been to?
And it was. That was.
It was the first concert you ever been to.
I never been to no festival.
Facts.
I've been to concerts, but I've never been to like rap concerts or like, you feel me?
Word.
Because I've just never been one of those like, oh, I want to go to the show type person. Because like, I don't know, but that was lit.
No doubt.
Especially for their first experience.
On God. And then kind of more transitioning to later in the year for you, as far as like you dropped your EP Heart of the City. You feel me? You had some great songs in there. Change on Me, one of my favorites. You feel me? Like how would you say was the process as far as like coming up with that project?
I ain't gonna lie, as we got to the end of the year, it was low key stressful.
For the love of God.
Yo, Layla always in the middle of some shit, yo. But no, like it was like I had songs like that. I was just like, I had songs that I wanted to put on there, but I had like some ideas for some songs that I didn't make it. So like as the year started ending, it was like, all right, what am I gonna put on here that I would really like trying to get the track list together. But it was only like 6, 7 songs. But I dropped it on Christmas, I think. So that was like a little gift. But all them songs hit and it was lit. So
I feel you. Now on like a reflective standpoint, because like you came a long way from like the early songs from early like that in 2022, 2023. Now beginning 2024, you drop in the Water remix.
Yeah.
You feel me? Stay Down. That music video dropped in the first semester of last year.
Got a music video in.
Yeah, your first music video. So like, how would you say from like a career standpoint the progress you've made in 2023?
I'm doing like technically I'm really just starting, so it's like to come out the gate like this is good, cause like I got a lot of shit to show for it. But so I'm re-releasing them, and I'm re-releasing all my music and stuff. I'm about to release everything, so I could really like not change it, but like I could do much more with what I already had on top of what I'm coming with. So it's like I can't slow down. You feel me? I'm gonna just keep knocking stuff out, throwing out music videos, projects, songs, all that.
Dope.
How did the transition go from you going from like being a producer to also rapping and producing as well?
To be honest, it wasn't hard because like I grew up from like a musical family and shit. Like my grandpa, he's a jazz artist. I said jazz. He's a blues artist. You feel me? He's in a band and stuff. So he wrote. So like growing up, like I wasn't trying to be like the rapper or whatever, but I would like write little songs and stuff. And like when I made beats and I started recording other people for studio sessions, and people start hopping on my beats, I would just be like it's hard, but like some of the stuff I'd be like I could go way harder on this myself. Like if I just hopped on this myself, and if you make beats, you know, like you probably just did a little reference track or whatever. And I would start making reference tracks for people. Like, all right, I'll send this to him. But like, I just do it myself. Like, and I sound good. Like, I could sing and all that. And I grew up singing in church. I grew up in church. Like, always listening to music. So it's in me. So I just like, the beats is hard. And if I know I could rap, then people tell me my songs is hard and all that. I teach on myself, and that's less money, all that. So yeah, it wasn't hard. I just started rapping on my own stuff while I was recording. Like most of the songs that I have out right now wasn't even on purpose. It was just me making a beat, and I was like, nah, I gotta hop on this.
I feel you. No doubt, because we see a lot of producers for me like that get a lot of their beats. Like Pierre for me raps, and he's one of the biggest producers out.
A lot of people don't know. Like a lot of these rappers nowadays is making their own beats.
That too. It's kind of been like a little reverse.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You feel me? No bad. So another thing I want to bring up, another highlight from this year would be getting past the first round in Grammy nominations. How was kind of the process of getting your name involved in that? And like,
so yeah, it's cause look, I'm about to break it down because a lot of people don't really know how the Grammys work, and that's why it's always like every year it's mad commotion, everybody mad about this and the third, who won, why was he? Like the way the Grammys works is like they got like three rounds, 3 or 4 rounds, and to even get a Grammy nomination, you gotta know somebody that's a part of the Academy, the Recording Academy that does the Grammys. So like the people in the Academy are like. You can have A&Rs, managers, like people that just like a part of music, like writers, whatever. Like, but they in the academy, and so like there's a certain time frame that you could release. Like if you release music, it's eligible for the Grammys. So if your manager is a part of the academies, if your manager is a part of the academy or whoever, you feel me, you get it sent to the Grammys. You send it in for whatever category, and then like you either. Like, there's mad people from wherever. Most people don't even get past the first round, you feel me? Because it's mad music they got to go through. And the Academy they have to listen to all... Like, they get picked for certain categories, so they got to listen to all these songs and stuff. So you get to the first round, and, like, the first round is, like, considering, like, that's a Grammy consideration. So, like, I got the Grammy consideration, and I tapped in with a lot of people from the Academy. I could have went, but I just didn't want to go this year because I was like... If I'm gonna go to the Grammys, I'm gonna like really have more to show for it. So I'm probably like go next year. But you get in that first round, then after that you get to the second round. I think if you in the second round, it counts like as a Grammy I guess it counts as a nomination. But like the final round is the people that you see. Like those is like the finalists. That third round is the one that you see like nominated for this is blah blah blah. But it was mad people. You feel me? Like they just narrowed it down. So I got a Grammy consideration, so that was lit. But you feel me? We gonna come harder every year. So yeah.
Word. I feel like it's interesting how you brought up the fact that like you want to have some like a little more to show when you go there. How important do you feel it is to understand in situations like that where like maybe you should like hold a little more until you got something to provide?
Yeah, because like the Grammys is a show, of course, but it's like if I'm going there, I'm not going to just. I'm an artist. Like, you feel me? I'm an artist. And I'm not going there to be like, oh, yeah. I mean, I am. But it's like, if I'm going there, I'm going there to network, tapping with all these people like that. Like, you feel me? What they got. Like, if I'm coming to talk to all these people that's up here doing what they doing, like, why should they even be listening to what I got to say right now? Like, you feel me? Why should I? Like, I'm going to come up there with something to show for it. Like, trying to work, trying to really build something. You feel me? So, yeah. I said, like I said, I'm really technically just starting out. So, you feel me? I learned a lot. Like, I'm blessed to have learned way more than most people know. But, like, I want to really have all my stuff together. Like, the way I got it in my head, the way I got my next moves set out, is, like, I know it's going to all go the way it's supposed to.
No doubt. And to go back to, like, the presence of your grandpa with his music and, like, your early history with music, I know you play a couple instruments. Like, what was some of your early experiences as far as learning how to play instruments?
Yeah, like, my grandpa, he played the guitar, the piano, harmonica, whatever. And my uncles, they played the drums, bass. Like, they played everything, basically. my favorite instrument is the guitar, and I wish I could play the guitar like I could play like my grandfather could play. But like my first instrument was the piano. That's my main instrument. Cause you feel me. First time I went to go take lessons, I told them I wanted to play the guitar. They was like, "You sure you like?" They was like, "If you want to play the guitar, you should play the piano first. Like, the piano is like the starter instrument. Cause if you could play the piano, you could play anything. Like you're gonna know the basics of anything. Like once you, and it is. Cause like now I play the guitar, drums, bass, whatever. I'm just musically inclined. Whatever I pick up, I'm gonna make something work. You feel me? So like, I just always grew up playing instruments, just trying to, you feel me? Like just open my mind to new stuff. But yeah.
How do you feel like playing instruments like has helped you make beats?
It's literally like the whole basis of it. I ain't gonna lie, cause a lot of people, like I see a lot of people nowadays. It's like a lot of people make beats that aren't like they don't have music theory knowledge. Like, and that's not to say that's a bad thing at all, but like people don't know like they don't know what key this is. They don't know